hello, y'all. This is going to be a quick one, hopefully, even though the vacuum from the custodian is, like, right outside my door, and I hope that he doesn't ruin this, but he might. So, anyway, we're in Australia and New Zealand, what the heck. Both being occupied by the Brits, as that is the first line. But here's the crazy part. Both of these places are super dangerous, not just because of the climate, but look at all the crazy bugs and animals. Scary. Now, this provides even more reason to me why the British used this area as a penal colony, which means they sent their criminals all the way to Australia. Now, folks, this is a 6-month voyage on a ship where if you're a criminal, you're chained to the bottom of that ship and you gotta wait it out for 6 months to get to this place. Some people didn't survive, obviously, and if you think about it, you're probably like, oh yeah, criminals who kill people, yeah, I totally see why they're sent there. No, we're talking about 70-year-old grandma who stole a piece of cheese because she was hungry is getting sent to Australia. Believe it or not, that is a true story. Now, here's another crazy part. Not only are they sending these people for 6 months all the way to this penal colony, but when they get there, they have to suffer these cruel, climate change. They have to suffer with the guards who are sadists. And if you don't know what that means, look it up because it's not a good thing. These people love whipping you, and they'll take any excuse to do it. And unfortunately, these people were victims of this penal colony and the behavior of these guards. Now, the crazy part, I keep saying the crazy part, and it's actually becoming crazy to me that I keep saying that, but the British believed that a criminal was beyond repair. They were inherently defective. There was no chance at rehabilitation, so that's why they sent them out. Of course, this feeling has changed. That's a pretty big snake and a scary spider, and I'm going to change the slide now. So, in this slide, we're talking about The Fatal Shore, which is actually a book, and you could go online and buy it. I'm sure it's got to be filled with stories that depress you, but also entertain you because they're bloody and violent. Now, Sydney Bay, Botany Bay, this location is known as the Fatal Shore because you were subjected to, like I said in the previous slide, some bad conditions. And one story I did not get to tell you about is if the criminals were so bad to the guards, they were actually sent to the Norfolk Islands, where in groups of 3 you had to draw straws. And this was probably your only chance at finding peace with yourself, which is dying. And if you drew one kind of straw, you were killed instantly. And the 2 other people who drew 2 other straws, they were sent to a judge, and the judge would determine who would be killed by the other one. So, this is it's pretty sick and violent. So in New Zealand, there's actually these people called the Maori, and these Maori people are going to actually be inflicted with alcoholism from the experience with the Europeans. So alcoholism, prostitution is going to come in, and it's going to be a really tough recovery. And eventually New Zealand does recover from this, and they do get to keep a lot of their traditions and culture. And it was funny because the British, the Maori were doing so terrible that the British actually predicted their extinction. Being a white dominion, this was a resilient group of people that they were able to resist the European presence in their homes. So despite all the disease, despite the abuses of power from the Europeans, the colonization, the exploitation, the violence, many of these areas did keep and retain their culture. And hopefully in class we'll be able, or you can even online go watch a couple videos. And thanks for listening. I know some of this was boring, and I hope that you pause this at some points. But if not, that's cool. And see you in school, and bye.